Hey folks, it is Friday, October 3rd today as I almost lose my voice. The time is 6:17 p.m. and I'm here at Lawrence Station. And about a month ago, the bus base here recently reopened. They were closed since November of 2023 as the station was being upgraded to be accessible. So for this one, I'll just take a quick look through the station. I think I went up a level too high. So we'll take a quick peek at those bus bays. Then I'm going to walk south down Yonge Street in Midtown, down to Yonge Eglinton, where a Shake Shack opened earlier today. So this is the portion of the station that was closed. Where you'd board the 52 Lawrence bus, but that was diverted. And was making its way down to Eglinton Station. You could also board the 124 here. Not much has changed. Maybe new tiles on these pillars. But the big addition was the elevator access. I think about 75% of the stations now are accessible. Well, the work is done, but the elevator is not operational yet. That's a bit disappointing. And that would go down to the platform. You can also report concerns using the same EDC app. There's a number of stations under construction right now being made accessible. So let's head out to Yonge Street. Is that another elevator over here? Not yet ready to go. So it's still a work in progress. As far as how busy this station gets, I think it's pretty middle of the road in the system. It gets about 22,000 passengers a day. And there are two northern entrances to the station. That entrance over there was completely shut for the last year, and I think the one I just came out of was as well. And there's a look north up into the Yonge Lawrence Village. But we'll get going south here. Speaking of closed, the George H. Locke Library branch across the street was closed for quite a while too, but that one just recently reopened. the 52 bus was diverted down to Eglinton. And I think the 124 and 162 buses, I think those are the ones, we're just skipping this bus bay and servicing at street level.
What the fuck is that?
On the corner here, once upon a time was a Starbucks. It recently closed a bunch of stores in the city.
Like everything about you, like
There's a look at the bibliothèque. And you will see the 97 bus going up and down Yonge Street here. That supplements the subway service. I think that person had one of those portable fans around their neck. It's not that warm. It's 23 degrees and cooling off. And on that side of the street is the affluent Lawrence Park neighborhood. These are the Park Terrace rentals. And they just threw out some toilets. There's some views you can use. That was one of Toronto's first planned garden suburbs. It dates back to the early 1900s. But it was fully built out shortly after World War II. It's an interesting bike to be doing your deliveries on. There's the Blessed Sacrament Parish. So it's a bit quieter on this stretch. There's a lot of low density housing, but things intensify by quite a bit the further south we go. This is also the neighborhood where I live. I've been living here since about 2015. And I went by the Shake Shack that opened earlier today. And it didn't seem that busy. I think all the fanfare died down when the first one opened at Yonge and Dundas. I was there for that. This here is Chatsworth Drive. That used to be where there was a Petro-Canada at one point. They must have finished their environmental assessment and gotten the go-ahead to start building there. They're doing that a little bit to the north on that lot. Looks like a pretty big project. That'll lead up to Duplex Avenue, and on the other side is the Chatsworth Ravine, which you can follow pretty much all the way over to Avenue Road. The Spoke Residences and the Chatsworth Ravine. That park will cut right through it, or over to the ravine itself. And on that side of the street, we have the Alexander Muir Memorial Gardens. We've got Lawrence Park to the left. And the surrounding neighborhoods just up ahead are Glen Grove and Lytton Park. I think the neighborhood name is just Lytton Park. But you'll find a lot of independent shops and professional services coming up on Yonge Street. And these small walk-up apartments will give way to massive condos. What a beautiful clear evening. Not a cloud in the sky. I think I'm gonna hop on the subway and head downtown after this and make another video. And I'll entertain the idea of live streaming. And tomorrow at 4 p.m. we got the Jays playing the Yankees in Game 1. Glenview Presbyterian Church, go right. There's a number of churches along Duplex Avenue which runs parallel to Yonge Street here. Last sale, 1962 to 2025. After 63 years, the sign of the skier will be closing as of Monday, April 14th. So they have not yet found a new tenant. Sheridan Nurseries is right across the street. I found their plant prices to be a little bit expensive, but they've got quite the selection. New building. It looks like some people have moved in already. There's a for lease sign. There's no businesses in there yet. I've rented from this place before. This is Glencairn Avenue. I've mentioned this before, but I've always found it interesting. Over on the west side, there's a Glencairn station located in the midst of a mostly low-rise residential neighborhood. Over here on the much more densely packed Yonge Street side, there is no Glencairn station. It just goes Yonge and then Lawrence, whereas on the west side you have Eglinton West, Glencairn, and then Lawrence West. That's always struck me as an odd decision. And it was in the 70s when they extended Line 1 north. I wonder what's going in here. There's redevelopment signs. "13 stories, 251 residences." No mention of retail. That will be an assisted living and independent living residential center with 31 rental replacement units. Crepe Cafe on the right. My local Domino's over there on the left. And there used to be two Sporting Lifes in Midtown. One of them was south of here that focused on skis and bikes. And over the pandemic, that one closed down. Oh, they're doing some kind of movie shoot here. There's all the trucks and the pylons out. And this used to be a Roots. Mandy's is calling. I've heard that place was a little on the pricey side. Probably give it a go once it opens. I'm a fan of Momo. I wonder why I've never tried that place out, the Himalayan Momo House. Oh, this Starbucks was one of the ones that didn't make it. That one was always kind of busy too. Roberto's. I've always wondered how this Club Monaco manages to stay open. I don't think I've ever seen a person go in or out of it. They closed down their Eaton Center location quite recently. And I think this used to be a second cup here that is now a nut bar. This place used to be kind of a hipster diner spot called Sweaty Betty's. They've got a pretty neat mural of the city on the wall with Niagara Falls. Got like a pebble in the shoe. That's got to be new. That's a blast from the past, if that's true. Becker's was a really common variety store when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. That seemed to go the way of the dodo, but there's a Becker's sign over there. It's one of those nostalgia brands. Lululemon. This Thai place is decent. It seems to do a pretty good business.
Looking for missing documents uploaded. I said,
Oh, finally! The old Sport Check spot has been leased. It'll be interesting to see who moves in there. I think this used to be a Restoration Hardware. This massive building is going up where the Capitol Theater used to be. That dated back to 1918. It's been completely gutted and a new condo is going up. I always thought this was a weird name for a store, Black Toe. Sounds like some kind of fungus. There's a new park going in just on the north side. They've kind of preserved some of the facade on the corner. Where Cibo, an Italian chain restaurant, used to be, just on the right.
And then you go trade it. Yeah.
Well, that Starbucks survived the axe. I mentioned we used to have two Sporting Lifes. Well, one of them was right there, where that BMO Bank is now. And there used to be a Future Shop, which later became a Best Buy, just on the right here. And during the pandemic, when there was a federal election, that was also where I went to cast my vote. Modern rental living at Yonge and Roselawn. And it's safe to say from here on out, there's going to be a lot more in the way of pedestrian activity. Oh, shout out to that Cha Bar down there. It's a pretty good spot to get gelato. Did it change names? It now says Bubble Tea. It's a pretty solid Italian restaurant, La Vecchia. There's the old Postal Station K, which is now home to Stock Bar, a pretty decent restaurant. And speaking of decent, there's another really nice Italian restaurant right there, Sip Wine Bar. There's the busiest gelato spot in town. It's often a large lineup right here. And the busiest restaurant, Grazie. It's a very rustic feeling in that place. And the Rose and Crown has taken down their Cafe Tio patio. It's a local institution. There'll be live music there later. Comedy club that used to be a Yuck Yucks in the basement. High on the second floor, an excellent Northern Thai restaurant. I'm curious as to what's going in where the old Urban Outfitters used to be. When I heard Shake Shack was coming to Midtown, I figured that would be a kind of an ideal prominent spot for them. They moved in where Kettleman's Bagel existed for a very short period of time, which was the Prohibition Gastro House before that. And before that, it was a Boston Pizza, so it's kind of a doomed location. We'll have to see if Shake Shack can crack the curse. There's an excellent burger to be had just north of here at Alouette Go. There's also a Burger's Priest right around the corner from the new Shake Shack. There's a Hardee's, A&W, and McDonald's nearby. And a Rudy as well, so there's no shortage of burgers in the area. That place has solid food for a pub. There it is, kind of the beating heart of Midtown Toronto. The intersection of Yonge and Eglinton. Where you used to be able to access the station from all four corners, but apparently that will once again be a thing once the crosstown reopens, or rather opens for the first time. This intersection was quite busy earlier today. There's the Burger's Priest. Shake Shack, our destination, is coming up. The first store opened, I think, in June of 2024 at Yonge and Dundas. think there's been 6 locations since then. There's one at Union Station, and I think there's one at Yorkdale. They've got well over 500 locations in the US. There it is. Not sure I really want to line up. We'll take a quick peek inside. Filming and photography notice, but you're telling me I'm being filmed. They've got their order kiosks on the right, so it's a little different from the Yonge and Dundas section or store. You just wait for your name to appear on the board up there. Booths on that wall. The decor is a little lower key.
So I'm here to say hi.
Oh, hi. Yeah. All right. Nice to meet you. Cheers. Someone's saying hi. Well, there's the scene at the Shake Shack. I'll go try it out when it's a little easier to just grab a table. In the meantime, I'll probably go to that Harvey's across the street, which has become my go-to. But there we go. A walk through Midtown from Lawrence Station south down to Yonge and Eglinton, where a Shake Shack just opened up earlier today. I look forward to your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Anywho, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.